Hey, this is Miriam Castilla, and today I'm going to share with you in this Effectology tip my number one debt elimination hack. You want to stick around for this one. Okay, I'm going to use a four-letter word, debt. Nobody likes that one, right? We've all got it, most of us anyway, and we don't like it. We want to get rid of that thing. Now, energetically, the more you try to get rid of something, the more you actually give it power, the more you reinforce it. What you resist persists. So you want to be careful. What you want to do is actually turn that around by implementing some really practical things I'm about to share with you. Turn that around and actually change the energy to one of, I don't want any more debt, which actually just keeps more debt coming at you because, again, what you resist persists, and where attention goes, energy flows, and everything is energy. So we want to turn that around from that to every day I'm reducing my debt. Every day my debt is shrinking. It's shrinking faster and faster, which is a totally different vibration, right? To, I want to get rid of this thing, to, oh my God, look at it. It's just wasting away to nothing. That's what we want. So how do you do that? Well, let me share with you the number one tip. So most people, when they have, multiple credit cards, car loans, they just make the minimum payments on everything. And sometimes they pay a bit more here and they pay a bit more there. But generally, they're just making the regular payments, trying to get on top of things. So what you want to do is this. Get a piece of paper and list them all out. List out all your debts, list what you owe, list what the minimum monthly payment is, or weekly if that's how you operate. List your weekly payment and list how much you owe. Also, if you can, list the interest rate. Now, from a pure finance advisory perspective, which by the way I'm not giving you financial advice here, but from a purely number crunching perspective, you would usually work on the one that has the highest interest rate first because it's costing you the most, right? But having said that, everything is energy. So if there's one that bothers you a whole lot more, or if you're really, really overwhelmed by the feeling of debt and just getting rid of one little thing would help, then go for another one. Sometimes it actually helps to get rid of the one that you owe the least on because you can do that quickly. And then you go, that's one down, however many to go. Hopefully not double digits. So choose one. So if you're feeling okay, then definitely go with the one on the highest interest rate because, if you crunch the numbers, that definitely makes sense. If you're feeling really overwhelmed and so on, focus on the one that's going to make you feel the best when you get rid of it, when it shrinks into oblivion. And here's how you do it. Find some extra money. Just a little bit. Now you can look at things like, have you got magazine subscriptions, magazines you don't use? Do you subscribe to Spotify, but really big deal if there's the odd ad? Or do you spend a little bit more than you really need to on just going out for the odd cup of coffee and grabbing lunch? Is there some way that you can find that money out of what you already spend? Ideally, that's the best way to do it. And then, and this is just like, think of it as replacing expenses. Something not very useful with something that's very useful that's going to help you a lot. And then put that amount of money, let's say it's $50 a week, just for argument's sake, put that amount of money towards the debt you've decided on. And keep doing that. Keep paying all the other ones at their minimum monthly, weekly, whatever payment. Just focus on the one. Just the one. Focus, people. Focus. Okay, so when that one's all paid off, do a little happy dance, give yourself a little treat, maybe decide what that'll be in advance, and ideally the treat should be one of those payments. So you made that payment, say it was a total of $200, and now it's gone, that debt. So you've got $200, and if you want, blow all of that on you the next payment cycle. But then after that, don't just absorb that money and resubscribe to the magazines and everything else. Use that extra money you've just freed up and choose the next debt to eliminate. So I call that tipping the buckets, or some people call it the snowball technique. You just want to then choose the next debt to eliminate. So you've got that whole $200 now extra to put towards the next one. So again, you know, choose it depending on what works best for you, and do all of that. When you get that one completely gone, do the same thing. Treat yourself, celebrate, and then take the whole payment. So what you had on the very first one plus what you had paying on the second one, which you then stacked up, and then pay all of that towards the next one. What will actually happen is that it's going to gather momentum really, really quickly. The first one will be the slowest, the second one goes faster, and from there it just goes bang, 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 the dominoes will drop. That's a really cool technique, and guess what? I've prepared a little PDF that'll actually help you do that, and you can download it by following the link in the description. You're going to love this. Celebrate, do lots of happy dances, and really do celebrate every time you eliminate a debt, because remember, all is energy, all is vibration. You want to do the dance of abundance, baby. All right, that's me done. It was a long one, but it was very important that I explain it to you properly. So until next time, stay happy. Bye.